Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. It's a Saturday. Don't normally video on a Saturday because that's our Shabbat. Leah is right here. Sorry, I'm eating my breakfast for lunch. I woke up with a sinus allergy, so my throat's a bit off. But I'm telling you, if you've got a silicone like I do here, she's a little baldy. I love bald babies. Because I've only had one baby that was bald and my other 4 had hair. Sorry, my other 5 had hair. But I used the cornstarch powder because you get sticky. So you got to now and then wash her and then put powder her. But if I do that, you can see the cornstarch. And I don't put a lot on her face. And it makes it look like she's just bad up or something. So, yeah. That's Leah. I'm sitting in my yard. And that's my table. There's my coffee and there's my cereal. I just haven't had time today to eat. I've had people come in and out. So, yeah. I'm eating as I talk to you. So it's just like, you're sitting next to me and we're eating brunch together. And man, I need a tarp or something to sit under. Umbrella would be nice. Because I'm hot. It's hot today. And the temperature is, let me see. It's 87, so it's 87, but it feels like 100 degrees, and they're not lying. Yeah, she's not fastened in, but there's my leg. I just unbuckled her, so I was going to pick her up, but I decided to do a video, and I thought, no, don't pick her up because it's so hot. She's going to sweat. The silicone does sweat, and then you're sweating, and you're mixing with her, so no. That just grosses me out. When my babies used to sweat, I was like, I really don't want to hold you outside. Can you just bear with me? But because they'd sweat and I'd sweat and we'd mix together. Even though my baby sweat's completely different and her silicone sweat is completely different. So, yeah, it's not nice. Onto my little 8-year-old. He held her this morning. And he said, Mom, can I change a diaper? I said, do you know how to do it? I said, she probably needs a new diaper because it only lasts until they start going funny, like fraying and stuff. I said, she'll probably need a new diaper if you want to put it on. Because it was fraying night before last when I bathed her. But I put it back on her and I said, yeah, you could change her. So he changed her. Bless his little heart. He did it right, but he didn't tighten it tight enough, and when he picked it up, it fell off and he went, oh, Mom, something's wrong with diaper. Diaper's broke. I said, it's not broken. I said, I can open it and put it back over again. So, as you can tell, there's the powder. And that, I didn't powder this with it on her. I powdered it off her, so you can just imagine. And I didn't put a lot of powder. I don't put a lot of powder on these. But that's a lot. And it just looks like she spat up. But no, really, she is my silicone. Look at that. She's not the marshmallow. She feels like a huge block of cheese. If you live in America, you'll know what I mean when I say a huge block of cheese. that you can get from Walmart, Albertsons, Kroger, and it's a huge block, but it's very expensive. It's about $17-18 a block. And she feels like that. She feels exactly. I know, he hurt his leg somehow.
He jumped.
Yeah. He twisted his foot or something. Or he's got something stuck in it. He won't let me look at it. And I'm not getting bit by my dog. Because if he bites me, I'm not putting him down because he's hurt. But if he bites me, I've been bit by a dog before and I just don't mingle with dogs then for a while. I don't want to lose that bond.
There's a dragonfly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a green dragonfly.
And Nana left green.
Yeah.
Is that Nana?
Oh, no. That's Henry.
Huh?
That's Levy behind me. It might be. Is Nana. She's really his aunt, but everyone called her Nana. So he started calling her Nana. And she's got grandchildren. And she's actually my sister-in-law. And she said, let him say it. He can't say Tammy, and I'm sick to death of him calling me Nanny. So she says, Nana. And they start saying Nana. And it stuck. And she said if she ever died, which she did, sadly in 2020 of sepsis, she'd come back either as a cardinal or a dragonfly. So if he sees a dragonfly, just think it's Nana. So she had cancer and she bet cancer. Then she had everything else on top of it. She had an operation that led to sepsis. So yeah, she had a huge deal to deal with. But this is my silicone. She was supposed to be 22 inches. I think she's about 20, 21. I need to measure again. Are you saying shade, Henry? Does it feel better in shade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leg is it?
It's back left. You need to sit down.
Look, he scared me.
You just need to sit down, baby. Well, I'm going to finish my cereal and I'll be back.
Almost.
Shalom, I'm back. I didn't eat it all. I left that much. So I'm going to give it to my dogs when I go back in. Rocky loves it. Tinkerbell not so much. Tinkerbell is not my great eater. She don't eat that much, so yeah. Tinkerbell's my Pomeranian. Oh, that coffee's sweet. Don't like sweet coffee.
It's not, Dad.
Uh.
I'm bending it down a little bit.
No. You move the legs to bend it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It might not work. There's Kefir and the fan. I have no fan. But I'm drinking my coffee out of his favourite cup. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah. Something went in my mouth and I didn't know what it was. Indeed.
If you need it, tell me.
I'm good. I'm used to this eating on because my little dear Kefir. Israel's is hot.
Israel is hot?
Uh-huh. It's a dry heat though. It's like a desert heat.
What is Dad yelling Henry for?
He likes to yell. Everyone thinks he's the sweetest person alive.
He's not usually sweet.
Sometimes Daddy is nice. Sometimes, yeah, you said it. Most of the time he's not. He clashes with maybe. Or as you Westerners say, Levi. I like Levi and I like Levy, so I like how you say things. I was shocked when I first
Mama,
came.
there's supposed to be a charger for this.
Yes, it charged on the phone charger. When I first heard Levi, and I looked at my mom,
How do you know what
my
percent
ema.
it's on?
Eh?
How do you know what percent
When it stops working. And I looked at my mom, and I said, "What's Levi?" And she just came out and said, "Levy. That's what it means. That's what it translates to." I said, "I love it. I love it." I said, "If I ever have a boy, I'm going to call him that."
And here it goes. You did.
Yeah. Okay, I'm over that coffee.
I didn't expect you to do that.
Ugh, too sweet. Far too sweet. I can't do it. Redbird cardinal. I didn't have a coffee yesterday because I don't know. I was sick yesterday for some reason. Just one time. At 10:30, I was cleaning up, and then I just went dizzy.
Let
And
me go inside
yeah.
now. I can't do it.
Yes, come on. Can you carry that for me?
Yes.
Please, thank you. We're going to go inside. I'll take you in a minute. Shalom, I'm back inside. Oh, my phone feels hot. But there's Leah, better colour. Maybe you might pick up the powder. See? See what I have to go through? I'm going to go just get Johnson's baby powder like I used to do, and it didn't smear. And it didn't hurt her. Just one of my reborn friends said, "You're doing it wrong. You're going to damage it." I didn't. So, no, Henry. If you're going to pick it up, play it. Look, this is my living room because of my kids. I want this cleaned up. You got the toys out. No, you get the toys out. This is how you get out of it. You get the toys out, you put away. Do it. Please. Thank you.
I'm just not going to put these two up because these are.
Well, don't put them two up. Just put everything else up,
Where's
Henry.
put them at?
Put them underneath the Jewish table. Yes, I have a Jewish table. It's the only part of the house that's Jewish. And it's over there. With all my candles. I've got a candle fetish. All my candles are going to be burning. Not right now. I need to light one for Shabbat. But if my house smells like nasty, oh gosh. No. I can't have a nasty smelling house. It's got to smell good. There's Tinkerbell. Anyway, there's some toys here that you collected. And here's Shani. She is the June asleep. So that's why she looks like a 7-month-old. No, sir!
What now? What now? Those are hunters.
They were yours. I go with your ship.
That's it?
And then send Hunter in to come and pick up his books.
It's not.
I have, but that's Shani. That's Hunter's mess, and that's Tinkerbell. I like a clean house. It's got to be clean. I have OCD. And it's getting worse.
Yeah, Mama?
Pick them books up. I'm taking my shoes off. Well, one of them. I've been bit by an ant or something. Yep, an ant. Oh, shoot. I got an ant bite on my foot. Ooh. Oh, it hurts. I've never been bit on my foot by an ant before. I've been here 13 years. Oh, my goodness. I've never been bit by an ant before. On my feet, on my hands, and my arm. Yeah. Even with a... No, sir. Henry. Anna. Give it. You've got the harrow. You've got the arrow. Put them in bin. Put those in the bin. You've got the arrow in your glasser case. And then you got this bag you're playing Transformers with. No, sir. Oh my gosh. He's 8 years old and he refuses to clean up, so I'm going to have to do that. Because his dad will waiver him. He's only 8. Yeah, he's old enough to be cleaning up. Sorry about my foot being in the picture. Many of you don't like feet, and neither do I. But there is Leah. And so you have to see family life. I keep it real. But my husband will waiver it. He's 8 years old. You help him clean. No, you don't. He gets the toys out, he plays with them, he puts them away. That's the problem with these kids. I'm not a lenient parent. I will stay on your tail until you clean up. And that trash can over there is not full. There's a big Lego box in the trash can and it's blocking rubbish from going down. So I've got to figure that out too. Oh, the joys of having a 12-year-old and a 8-year-old. I love them to bits, but I just don't like their idleness. I clean up twice a day. And today, I'm not doing it because it's Shabbat. I'm not cleaning until tonight. And I know this sounds awful, but I've told them all day yesterday. And I've told them today. This is not the first time I've told them to clean up. So when they wake up, most of these toys are going in the bin. Because they don't clean up and it's always me, and then their dad wavers it like, you clean up, you help them. I didn't actually get the toys out. I didn't play with no toys. I'm not into cars anymore. Because when I was growing up, I used to play with a lot with cars. The reason you're not seeing my face is because I don't have a hair covering. But I found one. Hold on a minute. Shalom, I'm back. Pause, start. I did find a hair covering, so I've got that on. Henry, his real name's Leah, because it's Leah Henry. Sometimes we call him by his middle name, sometimes we call him by his first name. And he came in, I said, babe, can you get rid of that harrow that was there? And the bags that was there in your trash. Because we're playing Transformers and stuff yesterday. So I said, I've got a huge party bag that I'm not going to use for nobody. Because it's already just got Henry's name, Levy's name written on it. I said, just move it away. You have to keep it for another few days. And then we'll probably be throwing it away Monday, Tuesday, something like that. So I said, throw it away for me, darling. Not just put it in your bedroom and then we'll throw it away Monday or Tuesday morning. Because the bin men are supposed to come out on a Monday. But they don't come out until like Monday or Tuesday, so yeah. They used to always be on the clock. Monday morning, 7 o'clock, your trash would be cleared away. Now they're just like, turn up willy-nilly, they don't care. Yet we pay for it. But tomorrow, so I'm going to tell you, Shabbat shalom. Tomorrow, I'm going to do where I'm going to put all my rebounds on my bed. And the kids are not going to be happy because they lay on my bed during the day and then they go to their bed during the night. my bridge of my nose hurts, sinuses. And I told them I'm going to put my dolls on my bed. So I'm going to get one little kid that's going to be mad in that center. And is going to be saying, why are you doing that? Why are you not letting me sleep or lay down? But it's not sleeping, it's just on my lap, my little tablet. I have this game that he likes. It's not Roblox. I do have Roblox on there, but he don't play on it because it's not my main account. So I've got no friends on it. So he don't like it. And I said, if you ever had friends on there, I'm not going to be happy. Because I don't play with nobody. I like playing on my own. It's you kids that like playing with somebody, but I'm not like that. So I like doing Roblox on my own. And it's always Life Together or Dubai Dubai role play life. And yeah, that's all the things I play on. So the kids like army stuff, military, fighting, war, whatever. And I'm saying I'm sick to death of war. Can't we just play something nice and happy instead of playing soldiers? But the kids, we've all played soldiers in our life, so yeah. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to put all my dolls, starting at the back will be my toddlers, 2 to year-old dolls on the back wall. Then it'll be my sleeping like a 6-month-old sleeper. She's 7 months, so she'll be in the middle after the sit-up dolls. That's a year and 2 years. And the rest will follow in that row. And she's going to be at the front with I've only got 2 silicone. I don't know what sculpt she is. But the other silicone is a really nice brown baby. And is a Lulu sculpt. It has the Lulu hands, it's got the Lulu feet. Not her feet. They look better than her hands. Her hands are just like that. Her feet look like real feet, but her hands just look like a piece of, I don't know, let me see. See if I can. I can always fold it, because her hands go up a sleeve. This is a preemie outfit. No, I can't do it. I'll have to show you tomorrow. I'll have to strip her off one day and show you, because her hands are up her sleeve. And that's a preemie outfit. So let me bring you into her. So that's a preemie outfit. Even these pants are preemie. And that's why I thought she's not a 22 inch, because I have a 22 inch reborn. And she's not silicone, she's soft body and vinyl limbs and head. But she's smaller than the 22. So she's between a 20 and a 21 inch. She was supposed to be 22. She cost me, oh my goodness. Hey Rocky, I heard your feet. Hey baby, there's my other dog. He's like, does he feel better now? He twisted his ankle. You know, I never thought a dog could twist its ankle, but he did. He did. And I never thought a dog could ever do that. He's not whiny, he's not crying. He just now and then lifts his paw up like, ooh, that's hurting. And he'll walk on 3 feet, and then he'll walk on all of them, and then he'll go back onto the 3 feet. It's like, baby. He's a rescue dog. She's a rescue dog. My sister rescued her from a family member. And then she passed, and I got her. So she said, if I ever die and I've got little babies or little dogs, you are the sole carer. And I said, okay. Now her children are all grown up and parents of themselves. So I got a dog. And then just before she died, this one was found running on the main road, which is UV Drive. Very dangerous road, even to walk on. It's too dangerous for you to walk on it. He was running down the street, dodging cars, and this lady next door picked him up. Well, her daughter did. He was scurrying. He was so scared. And then she got him. She tried to calm him down. We won't calm him down, so she put him in the backyard, and he just walked around the backyard. And he sat next to the fence where mine and hers joined before she put a wooden fence up. And he'd just lay there. And at first we thought he was a girl, because he had this almighty big belly. I mean, he looked like he'd swollen a basketball. Yes, he was full of worms. Absolutely. So we took him to the vet when we got him, because she put everything on Facebook, Marketplace, everything, saying, have you lost your dog? Here's my address, blah, blah, blah. And she said, I can't keep him overnight. And we said, well, we'll keep him, but you use your address. And if they come to your door, send to us. Because we just lost a dog 2 weeks prior to getting him. Same colour, but he was a golden lab. And we said, okay. Because there he is, just laying there, minding his own business. So we said, okay, we'll take him in overnight. And nobody came for him. So we sat down the next evening, as a family, me, my husband and his sister, and the kids. Hunter was too young, he was a baby. He was 3 years old, so, well, 2.5, so he wasn't in the mix. But Levy was, what did I say, 3.5. So we included him because he knew what we were talking about. And we said, what do we do with this dog? We've just lost Cotton. So we're still grieving Cotton. But would another dog benefit us? And I said, I'm out of it. It's up to you. I'll go with whatever you want to do. Well, he put his head on my belly. And everyone thought, oh, is she pregnant? And the dog just figured it out. She's got that hormone smell where dogs pick it up and they come to you and they place their heads or whatever on you. Well, he placed his head on me with chin. His chin was on my belly. His under chin. And I said, I ain't. How can I be? I had my tubes tied at that point, and I had everything taken away a year prior. I said, I've got no parts to make a baby anymore, because I had to get rid of it medically, for medical reasons. And I said, okay, he chose me. Nobody's coming for him. If they do, I'll give him back. But if they don't, it's my dog. It's our dog. And this beautiful little soul has never left me. When I've fallen out of my wheelchair, when I was in my wheelchair, you all know, you've seen my wheelchair in prior videos. I do have a custom one, it's in the closet. But at that point, I didn't have that custom one. I had just that black one. My custom one's blue and grey wheelchair with the red pop-off wheels. The button's red. That pops the wheels off so you can collapse it down. And because I'm a chest level, it was a high back. And it did fold. It wasn't just rigid, where you can't fold it. It was a fold-up one. Even though it was a custom wheelchair, measured up to me. And the front caster broke the wheel bearing or wheel nut. Really, it's a real nut that tightens your wheel so it doesn't fall off the frame. that are completely broken. We can't find another one. And I kept telling my husband, go to the wheelchair place on Uri Drive. We'll just have to figure out where it is. See if they've got a spare part that we'll buy. Well, we didn't get round to it. And I was going through stem cell treatment. And I said, forget it. Just put it in the closet. Just in case this stem cell doesn't work. Just put it in the closet. We'll go about our business, you know. So yeah, I've got my bathroom wheelchair in there and my custom wheelchair in there. And I love my custom wheelchair. It was so cute. It was better than the big black one. I called it it wasn't a bone shaker, but I called it my 18-wheeler because it was so big. And yeah, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. It got me from A to B, and that's how I classed it. I do have my hair, it's not brushed. You see, it's not really brushed, it's all bushed up. I washed it last night and it goes curly, and then the next morning I wake up, it's frizzy. Well, that's my head right now, it's frizzed afro hair. I don't have afro hair, but you know, you get the drift. You get the drift. So, I've still got 2 of my wheelchairs, so if I do fail and end up back in the wheelchair, like where the stem cell or whatever is making me walk stops working, my bind is down, but it's glary. Wait, it stops working, I can actually use it again. I'll send Ricky to find this place on Uri Drive that's a custom wheelchair shop. It's not repair, but it does carry wheels and stuff. And I said, just take it there, because they do their repairs at that place too, so they're gonna have the bolt that I'm looking for. So I've been walking 7 months, almost 7 months. It'll be 7 months on the 15th of June. So it's not far away, it's just a few days away. So that'll be 7 months. Of course, I was going through physical therapy, extreme physical therapy. It's not just, oh, you come here, we'll get you to do this to strengthen your legs. No, it's worse. It's very, very extreme, and it does leave you in pain. But the pain's worth it. If you can walk, hey, do it. It's worth it. So, yeah, I have a spare wheelchair just in case, because I gave my black one to this lady. She lives next door to my bestie. And her seat, I believe, she has she's partial cerebral palsy. And I don't know why she can't get a custom wheelchair, because she has Medicaid. Well, Medicare. Yeah, she got Medicaid, not Medicare, because she's only 25. And she's the youngest of the bunch. I'm the eldest. My bestie's after me. And then it's her. And my arm's aching holding it up. So, what was it? 2 weeks ago, we did a sleepover because my bestie's got kids. So me and my kids slept over at her house. And Michelle came up the steps. She bumped up like I used to do. Every time I see steps and nobody's got, a ramp, my left arm's in, my ramp, this glare's driving me crazy. I used to bump up like that on my bum, pick my legs up onto the next step, then bump up again by pulling on my arms. And she managed to get to the top. My son carried her wheelchair up. He's used to carrying wheelchairs because of me, so Levy carried the chairs up. She sat in it, and her seat went bam, it fell through. I said, baby girl, how long have you had this wheelchair? And she said, I've had it like 8, 9, 10 years. And I went, girl. And she says, and then a brother came out. She said, no, she's had it for like 8 years. Because when she was 16 is when she had to change out. I'm sitting back. No, I'm not sitting back. This sofa, I hate it. There, you can just see my heaven behind me. In my heaven picture. It's not my heaven, but it's my heaven picture. I am a Messianic Jew. I do believe in Jesus or Yeshua. So, when she turned 18, she had to apply for a different wheelchair. They wouldn't give her it, so she got this regular pay out your pocket wheelchair. I don't know how she did it because she does have cerebral palsy. She cannot walk. And I said, you really need an electric wheelchair because her hand's bent in and her fingers are like that on one hand, just one hand. And I said, you need an electric wheelchair, not one of these manual ones. But she said, I've tried it, can't afford it. So I gave her my black one. I said, okay, Ricky's going to pick us up in the morning. If you can just get your brother to carry you to the bathroom and then carry you back out and, you know, do your thing. And he places you in the bath because you are literally blood sister and brother. You know, see if you can do that. And he said, yeah, I can do that overnight. I live with her anyway. And I said, if you can just hold on until like 10 o'clock in the morning without a wheelchair, I'll get my wheelchair I don't use anymore and I'll bring it to you. I said, all it's doing is sitting in a closet collecting dust. So I gave her that one. I said, you can't have my custom wheelchair because if I fail and I end up back in a wheelchair just because, then I've got a wheelchair to fall back on and you can still have this one. I won't want it back. So she got it and my bestie took it to her straight away. I don't know what she thought of it, but 2 days later I get a text from my bestie saying, Michelle says, thank you, you're a lifesaver. This is so much comfier for her, even though she's skinnier than me. The extra room, because her wheelchair was 16 by 6, 16 back, 16 seat, 16-inch seat, 16-inch back. I just cleared a Facebook message off my phone. And mine's at 18 by 16. So my back is a bit wider than the seat. And she sat in it. And she says, oh my goodness, I have freedom again. So she's pottering around. It does have the foot plates. And her wheelchair did not have the foot plates. And I give her the foot plates with it. And she says, I've got freedom, 100% freedom. So she's very happy, and I'm happy that she's got freedom back. As a wheelchair user, if you've got no freedom and you're stuck in bed or you're stuck on the sofa and you've got to be carried like a baby, it does get depression. Depression does get set in and you do get upset and you're thinking, why do I have this kind of life? What do I do? And she can't afford it. She had a choice. Everyone has a choice. You can get the wheelchair or you can get a car that gives you, where you can drive it. It's got your hand controls and everything in it. She chose to get the car and not the wheelchair. So that's why she can't get it. She said she didn't know why. And she has the car. And she upgrades the car every 5 years. Or every 6 years. Because she said, I've only got 3 years left with this car and then I get something else. I said, well, stop. If this wheelchair is your life and you're up and, why don't you get in contact with your health plan and say, look, I don't want this car. I want to change to get the wheelchair. And you can get a custom wheelchair where it will replace the broken parts, or you send, they'll come out and try and fix it. Because that's what they do with mine. But they were fobbing me off, was my supplier. So I said, screw it. I'll fix it myself. And it's still not fixed. But, yeah, I'll take you in to have a look at my custom wheelchair later. Because right now the kids have got their toys. Because that room across there is supposed to be a bedroom. But we do have something wrong with that bedroom. My nephew did a Ouija board. Yes, you know where this is going. I've said it in many of my videos. My nephew did a Ouija board with a few of his friends. They was high as a kite. I'm sure they don't know what they were doing. Well, obviously, they let go of the planchette. They came out screaming from that bedroom. One had a bloody nose, one was bleeding from the mouth. We thought they'd had a fight. I wasn't here, but this is what I've been told by everyone in the family. They thought that these boys have had a fight, these two boys, because one had a bloody mouth, one had a bloody nose. And my nephew was screaming like a banshee. And that was 20 years ago. I've been here 13. So it just happened just before I came here. And they said, no, it's not. And my mother-in-law said, well, what did you do? What did you do to get this? So my nephew told her, we were playing with the Ouija board. I don't know what else he said. And all I know is people have told me, including my husband, everybody in this house, that's my husband, his late father, his late mother, and his late sister, and his other sister, she's still alive, she lives in New Orleans. They all lost the temper. They said obscene things, literally cuss words, and you're an idiot kind of thing. And yeah, the hair was blue and the damage was done. So there's an evil spirit, a demon in there, and I've seen it. I've seen the black shadow. But it targets the kids. Now they're playing it while it's daylight. But once it starts getting dusk, they close that door and they don't go near it. So I'm going to turn that into a classroom because I've got to homeschool Kifir, because he got bullied for being Jewish. And I said, sticks and stones, baby, will break your bones, but names shall never hurt you. And I said, they've never laid their hands on you. They've never kicked you. And near the end of the term, that's where he was pushed into walls, he was pushed off the slide, he was kicked, he was hit in the face with a book and a backpack. So his teacher, who also didn't like him, excuse me, I've got a name in my mouth. Got it. His teacher also didn't like him. She, oh, I've got an itchy arm. She, on the last 2 weeks of school, she tells my son, don't come to school tomorrow. So I sent him to school because he said, Mom, my teacher said don't send me to school. And I said, I'm sorry, baby. You've got to go to school. She hadn't told me. So I send him to school, and then I get this phone call halfway through. Can you come and get Kifia? So I said, why is he not allowed in school? Has he done something wrong? And she says, no, I just don't want him in my class no more. Well, he's been good. I want him to stay good. I want him removed from my class. Come and get your son. So I tell my husband, and he says, what did he do? I said, he didn't do anything. He said, they don't send the child home if you hadn't done anything. So I go to principal. I said, I ain't got an appointment with you. And I just want to talk to you and clear this matter up because it's very important. Because it's not fair for my child. And she says, what is it? So I tell her. And she says, hold on, let me go get the teacher. So she comes up and she says, I've told you, I don't want him in my classroom. We're done. Goodbye. And I said, I can take this to the school board that you've kicked a child who needs to learn out of the classroom for no reason. And she says, I don't want him in my classroom. We are done. His year's over. So I bring him home. The principal says, just take him home and we'll see him back for 4th grade. Then I had a meeting. We don't know if he's going to 4th grade at that school. I have to either homeschool him or send him to a bad kid school. I refuse him to send him into a bad kid school. So I'm going to homeschool him. So that bedroom there is going to be half a playroom and half a classroom. I've got a whiteboard on the wall so I can do things on it. And he has 2 hours of American curriculum. 2 to 3 hours of American curriculum. And then he has 2 to 3 hours of Hebrew curriculum. So he's got all that. And he's got Torah reading, which takes it for an hour, which takes it up to 7 hours of school time. I have to figure out how many field trips we do and where to take him. To say I live in Louisiana, I live in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is northwest Louisiana. To say I live there, everything's shut down, it's boring, there's nowhere to take your kids. If you take your kids, it's going to cost you $30 for the full family. That's me, my husband and the child. So, I don't know. And I've got to take him on more than one field trip. And then a main one for the end of the season. And then there's a huge one, which we don't do. But I've been told by the American curriculum, he's got to attend a Christmas field trip. We don't do Christmas, we do Hanukkah. So every time it's been in school and they go away for Christmas, I let him go on the field trip. But all the way through this school, my arms are aching again. All the way through this school, none of my kids, my 2 boys, have not been on a field trip. But everyone else in the classroom has. Now, Levi doesn't want to be homeschooled. Because 1, he's got a girlfriend. 2, he's got lots of friends that are good with him. And 3, he said, if I homeschool, what friend am I going to have but my brother? And I already see my brother 24/7. I don't want to be schooled with him. So I said, fair enough, baby. I understand where you're coming from. You've got best friends at school and you want to keep it that way. So I'd have my tripod out, but Levy broke the leg of my tripod. So I don't have a tripod anymore. And that's why I'm holding my phone. Usually I put it here where she's sitting. That's my Jewish, it's like a cloak. It fastens in, it's got a hood and it's got the Zen David star on it. So yeah. Why does it look like you've got one toe pointing up when your toes are not pointy? There we go, we fixed your foot. It looked like she had a pointed toe, but she doesn't. There you go. So, yeah. Levy doesn't want to be homeschooled. So, you're going to see this one again. This is my, as you can see, there's a toy box over there. Yes, I do have 10 tattoos. That I got when I left the Air Force. So, there's Shani. She is my June asleep. I can't really get her. And she's cuddling this little thing and she's laying on her side. And then I've got Leah. And then I've got others. I've got Jessica. She's my Liam sculpt. She's always with me. Oh, I've got Benny. He's called Benjamin, but I call him Benny. And he's my beautiful brown 1-year-old toddler doll. Reborn, and he's so sweet. He has this beautiful, it's kind of like a brown afro. He's so adorable. I'll show you tomorrow. But I've been on here now literally almost an hour. So I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. I don't think coffee is going to be good for me. I'm still not feeling good, I guess, because it won't let me drink my coffee. So I'm going to go. I'm going to hold Leah for a little bit and see if I can fix this powder rubbish that's all over there. And I'm going to go back to Johnson's Baby plain powder. I'm not doing this cornstarch again. I did it before and it did the same thing. It streaked her. So I've had enough of it. I've sent pictures to my friend and she said you put too much on. So I did a video, I don't have it anymore, deleted it. I did a video where I powdered her when she needed it. I said that's how much I put on. She says that's not enough. I said I know, but that's what it's doing, it's streaking her. I don't like it. It looks like she's thrown up baby milk where she's burped in her sleep or whatever. And it's gone onto her top. It's going onto her clothing, it's taking forever to get out. Because I don't change my reborns every day. She'll be in this, she put this on a few days ago. So she'll be in this outfit now for 2 weeks. Because if I keep changing her, I'm going to rub the paint off. Paint does come off reborns if you overdress them. So, I don't know about silicone. She's the first silicone I got. And then I got the Tovi, which is, in English, is Toby. So Tovia is Tobias. And if you hear Tovi, we're saying Toby. So Tovi, I like Toby. I just love that name, Toby. So Tovi is the Lulu sculpting is lovely brown. It's not too brown, which I wish he was jet black, because I love jet black people. They're so beautiful. And I said, if he were jet black, he would be in yellow, all the beautiful pastel colours. But because he's brown like Levy, some yellows suit him. Some oranges, you don't put orange on either. My real kid or my reborn, it doesn't suit him. And it's same for Benny. You can't put orange on him because it doesn't suit him. And if you put black, it's like, ugh, boring. So I put pastel colours all on my kids. You can see she's hot pink. Her favourite colour is not pink. Her favourite colour's, I don't know, I think lavender colour or pale blue colour. She likes that colour. So I decided to put in hot pink and get her a little bit annoyed. So she's not that annoyed with me, but she's a little bit annoyed because I've put in hot pink. Then I've put Alaina. Hold on, I'll call Levy. Levy! Here, babe. It's in my bedroom. See, you go through that door there. There's my office, and then next to it is my bedroom. Because I crochet and I make blankets and I make outfits. Can you go get me Alaina, the goofy-looking little girl in there? She's doing that with her teeth. Oh. Look at me. I think he has a gift of what she is. The reason I call her goofy is she's big, wide, blue-eyed. And she's doing something, she was biting her bottom lip. But the way she's biting it, she looks so goofy, so cute. And my dogs are still, Tinkerbell lay under here because she thinks she's real. And I'm like, no, it's a doll, you don't have to lay under her, you don't have to protect her. And I've got Rocky not far from her. Because he does the same, and I'm like, she's fake. What was that? Sounded like a toy box had fallen over. Hey, Missy Moo, come here. Oh my gosh, you need a haircut. Oh, she hooked on to you, Levy. See how brown Levy is? That's how brown Benny is.
Are you doing a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
You can't show my face.
You can on mine. He's scared of showing his face because, yeah, they've scared him. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn you around. She's so cute. Lift your head up so we can see your little teethy weefy. Come on, lift your head up. Thank you. Your hair needs, you've got bedded. You'll see hairs worse than mine. Let me see if I can zoom out. All my house is full of toys, excuse it. I have real children. But this is Alaina. Alaina, what's wrong with your hair? She's my 1-year-old. And you will see her again tomorrow. There's her hands and her little feet. But this is Alaina. And if you look, she's doing that with her teeth. I think my mailman's just been... Yeah, my mailman's been and dropped off my phone package because it's phone I'm using.
Are you recording?
Yeah. I thought you were dressed. There we go, I've just opened my blind. And she does have veining, bluish ear, and she has this red bit that children have here. If she was real, she would be giggling, because I used to giggle when my dad used to do that to me. My dad had a terrible thing for doing that to me. I used to giggle. Yeah, she doesn't really have veining, which I guess because she's older, but her mottling, if you can see it, it's so real. And her fingertips. She's adorable. I didn't like her beginning because it was her. I loved her eyes. It was the rest of. It was her face, the way it is. I love the freckles. But lift your head up, darling. Look to the sky. It's just that. It makes her head don't turn because it's so tight. And that's why I didn't like her. So she couldn't look to the side of her. She only looks forward. Sits forward. There you go. Look at the camera. This is how I used to look as a little kid. I used to always put my top.
You know those little 164 scale model semi-truck?
Yeah.
I looked it up on Google. I said, where can I get a 164 model semi-truck
Yeah.
from? In Shreveport.
Yeah.
And it said Hobby Lobby, Shreveport and Bossier City.
Mhm.
Located at...
I know where the Hobby Lobbies are. So do you.
1750 East.
Yeah. I know you don't have to give the address out.
70.
And how much is it?
Oh, yeah. How much is the 164 scale model semi-truck from
And that's the Frickles.
Shreveport Hobby Lobby? How much is the 164 scale model semi-truck from Hobby Lobby, Shreveport, and Bossier City?
The price of a 1 to 64 scale model semi-truck at Hobby Lobby typically ranges from $8.99 to $25.99,
Okay.
depending on the specific brand.
Anything above 25, Henry, I'm not getting it. And that's for next month. You're not getting nothing this month because you've already had money spent on you for doing your chore. You're not doing your chores this week.
Mm-hmm.
You did the lawn, the front lawn. You haven't done the trash yet because the trash don't get empty till tomorrow. You've got to hurn to get it. What is wrong with that dog? But I used to do that with my bottom lip every time I woke up. Now she looks like she just woke up from a nap. I had the same nose. I had the same freckles. Now I've got extra. My ears weren't pierced. I don't know why your hearing is so far back. But it looks good that way. And I used to have the same long fingers. And I did have these little chunky ridges that she's got. Why are you so up like that, Dan? And she's in that pink. Now, I don't know what her favourite colour is because I haven't really bonded with her. But I want her to stay. I don't want to get... She's got the perfect big feet too. And I don't want her to... Anyways, Levy's playing with her slime on her here. Yes, we see Slimer. So...
God bless Slimer.
Eh?
God bless Slimer.
Blast Slimer? What do you mean?
Put him in that little cage.
No.
He eating my books again.
So... We don't have no TV on because it's Shabbat. So the TV will go on until about 8 o'clock tonight.
Are we going anywhere today?
No, but Shabbat.
I thought we were going swimming.
Maybe. You know, I can do Shabbat, but I've got to think of the children too. They get bored. So we might go to the Y.
Hold on, can you put that YouTube video for a sec?
Get some meds too.
Mommy, don't look what I'm doing with him.
Yeah, get some throat. It's on my throat.
What did that look like?
It's dancing.
So,
yeah, I won't be having my TV on. But the kids want to go swimming because they're bored. Hold on, let me get my brush. I don't like, because it's a soft brush. Let's just, I'm not going to be able to brush her hair on camera.
How many subscribers do you have?
I made it worse.
How many subscribers do you have?
On this one, I think I've got 37.
Hey, all of y'all, can you subscribe to me? My name is Henry Bulldog, Keel 7. Hold on, let me look up.
Oh my gosh,
Henry
I love you.
Bulldog 7 Keel 77 F.
F?
And here's what my YouTube channel look like.
That's it.
And if y'all see your name on there, I subscribe to y'all. I subscribe to everyone that I could see.
But I've got blue-grey or silver eyes. So she's got pure, beautiful blue eyes that I always wanted. Stop that.
Have you seen Slimer and the ghost?
So, yeah. So, I don't know what her colour is. Her favourite colour. Because like I said, I haven't really bonded with her. She's been out with me to the bottom of my ramp. I have a little platform there and I've got a seat there now. She's been there with me. But
my nose.
My nose is just as itchy. And
have you seen Slimer?
No. And I had the same eyelashes.
Not in that library again.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I dressed her in hot pink.
Hello?
And they came as a set. So I don't know. I don't think she looks cute in hot pink, to be honest with you. I might change her
Slimer
outfit.
sound effect.
If I change her outfit, she won't be in this when you see her tomorrow. Will you, baby girl? But her name's Alaina.
Slimer.
She is the next doll that will go with me to Bass Pro. Or I might take Leah. I don't know. There is a little bit of weight to her. She's a little bit heavier than Nathaniel that I took to Bass Pro with me this week. Well, last week. So every time I go to Bass Pro, I go on to the boardwalk. It was so hot, and I met a lovely lady, and we spoke to her instead. So we didn't go on to the boardwalk, so I didn't do no content. But I plan on doing some content because I plan on taking her to show her the Red River and let her be like a normal toddler in a stroller that's looking at things. Downside is Joe's Crab Shack has disappeared. It shut down. And it used to have like a shark come in.
Why did it shut down?
Don't know. Went bankrupt. So it had like a shark head coming through the roof.
Do you like Bossier City?
That's your phone.
Yeah. But do you like Bossier City now?
I still like Bossier City, but it is a little bit boring.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
No. I plan on taking one of these reborns to the lake. But they've got to stay away from the water because you can't get them wet. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what I'm going to do.
When are we going to the lake?
I might take Jessie.
When are we going to the lake?
I hope next month. Because I'm going to do 2 things next month. Go to the lake and go to Gators. And she might go to the Gators and friends. I've got to try and bond with this little girl somehow.
I hope I can ride on the horse again.
Nope, not riding on the horse. So I've got to try and bond with this little one because she looks like me. She looks like Levy. Not Levy. Kafir. Kafir!
Hunter!
Now, I'm going to have to pause you because he's just in his undies. Hunter has shorts on, but it's just his pyjamas, his things, because he's not feeling good today. You can tell with his eyes. But if you look straight, if you look at his nose, do that. No, But don't do that with your top, that's it. If you look at him and look at her, they look alike. Now, I didn't order, right, you can disappear now. I didn't order her to look like him. She came like that. She looks a bit different to what pictures were, which I'm glad because the pictures looked a little bit boring. She's a bit spunkier. She's got more. I need to put my legs out. My hips are burning. There we go. I have chronic pain today, which is no different from when I was in the wheelchair. If you just sit too long, your skeletal hurts, but mine's going into my neck, which is normal for me because I've had neck surgery on my neck. You know, like where they put a block on my neck, and every 6 months I have a block put into my neck to stop it from self-fusing. I self-fuse from C1, C2, and partial fuse at C3 with disc, or what do you call it? It's wasting away. My C3, C4 is wasting away, and from C5, C6, C7 I've got a bulge with no hernia. And yes, it cracks, and then I go paralyzed from neck down for like 20 minutes. That still happens. Even though I've had stem cell, if my neck cracks and it's a bit bigger than the one where you turn and you get that burn in your neck where it creaked, if it cracks, I go paralyzed for 20 to 30 minutes from neck down. And that still happens, even today. The last time it happened was like 2 months ago. My neck cracked in bed again. And I couldn't move for 32 minutes. I couldn't move my arms, I couldn't move nothing apart from my eyes, and I could open my mouth. I could breathe. But of course, fear grips me when that happens. It's like, will I ever move again? My neurosurgeon won't tell me what's going on. They said, oh, it's just like a muscle spasm. It's not a muscle spasm. My neck cracks. And she says, yes, it's a muscle spasm due to your neck crack. I said, it's not. Because people can have a muscle spasm and they still feel. Why do I go paralysed from neck down? So she's not giving me no answers. They're fobbing me off. But then again, I use LSU. What do you expect? But I can't dog them out too much because I spent half of my treatment at LSU. Then I got sick and tired of LSU's stem cell treatment and I went to Georgia and I went private. And I paid out of my pocket. I'm still paying out my pocket for it, but it's worth it. So yeah, that's me. When you come again, this room will be tidy. My kids will learn how to put things away. I'll blame it on you because you're a toddler. It's her fault. It's her fault. It's Alaina's fault. Ain't it right, kid? But she's my 9-month-old toddler, and I think she's beautiful. I think this sculpt is really, really sweet. She doesn't look... She looks a little bit like a picture, but not perfect. The only thing I don't like is the big red lips. It looks like she's wearing lipstick. So that annoys me where... Oh, you moved to Tinkerbell. She doesn't really have the pink lips. She does. She has it too. And I'm like, come on, artist, get it right. But she's not really from a known artist at all. So, yeah. I did get from Temu. So I'm saying if you want to paint your dolls, paint the lips like they look normally without lipstick on. They're very pale pink, not red. The camera gives a bit more of a reddish colour. But if I move it, but yeah, you're still red, aren't you? I don't like this on you. Let's do a onesie. Keep the tights on, but let's do a onesie instead again. Because I changed out of a onesie because Easter, well, we call it Passover. But I'm catering for everybody when I say Easter, and then I'll add Passover. Because I'm catering, not all my followers are Jewish. I do have Christians, and I love you all. I do love Christians. All my best friends are Christian. I have a few best friends that's Jewish. But because I believe in Jesus and my best friends who's Jewish do not, which is weird. Why don't we Jews believe in Jesus? I don't know. I do. I lost my family over it, but I don't care. But there's a bad thing on my family. If you look through some videos, I've explained my life. But yeah, she's from Temu, and she's got stuff in her arms. And I'm going to squeeze your cheekies. She's got some stuffing in her face. But it's not plastic. It is vinyl. You're going to spank me now, little girl, for doing that to you, hey? If you're looking at... Oh, I dropped the phone. You okay? If you're looking at hands, she has got some detail in there. Can I have your other hand? Good girl. Some details in there too. She's got details, does Leah. And so does Shani. Girl, you need your hairbrush in. It's because I haven't picked her up for months. I changed her 2 months ago. So yes, she's due for a change. When I changed no, it was actually a month ago. I changed the Shani and her the same day. And this is changing. I just wish this colour faded and went lighter. You see, Shani's a little bit more hot pink than this one. And it should have come with one hot pink and one baby pale pink. I got 2 hot pinks. Excuse me. Oh my. I didn't mean to do that. So both these are hot pink, and I don't like hot pink myself. But you're a gem, aren't you? Let's go find some clothes. I might Okay, I'm choking on my own breath. I might come back. So I'm going to post this one now. I don't edit my stuff. I give it raw. So if there's any bloopers or anything, you can have a laugh at it. Or whatever. But I don't take anything away. What you see is what you get. I don't edit my rubbish. Because if it did, I'd figure out how to get rid of all these toys because they're driving me insane. Oh boy. OCD, if you suffer from that, you will understand me. I have severe OCD. I'll probably break my Shabbat just to clean this place up. I can't handle this. No, it's doing my head in. I'm going to break my Shabbat. I'm going to go against my Lord and clean up. Because the Jewish Shabbat is you don't do nothing. You sit, you read, you play with the children, you talk to the children, you make them read a book, you make them read the Torah. Oh, sorry, darling. If you've got toddlers like this, you give them toys, but you don't give them too many. You just give them like 3 toys to play with, and then after 20 minutes you move them away and give them something else so they're not bored. You don't cook. So I cook my meals for today before. I did a huge spaghetti to feed us 10,000. I did 2 pots of spaghetti, 2 pots of meat sauce, knowing that it would go into today. No, my son, Kefir, and his dad decided they liked how I did it this time. I marinated the venison meat. It didn't use beef. I couldn't get it in time. I just had beef in, venison in my freezer. So I got venison sausage roll out, which is beef roll. The beef in the roll that you get at Walmart. That kind, but it was like £1 each. So I used 4 pounds of beef, 2 pounds of beef, 1 part of ragu in each one. So they're not sharing the jar. It's 1 each pan, 1 for each pan. Then 2 packs of strand pasta. The ones that look like little worms on your plate. Well, I marinated all the meats with tomatoes. The canned tomatoes? That's like Mexican. It's diced. It's called Del Monte. Diced tomato. I added that and the tomato juice into the pan. I'm sorry, darling, you're not the centre of attention right now. Into the pan, and I put it in the fridge overnight, covered with not foil, it's that clear stuff, cling film. I covered it with cling film, each one, and then I cooked the pasta yesterday, so I don't cook the pasta the day before. So Thursday night I did the meat. I did the meat about 8 o'clock. And then I just put it into the bucket after draining it, getting rid of all the oil. Then I put it into the my mixing bowls and put the tomatoes on, which is a huge can of tomatoes. So I get 2 huge cans of tomatoes and I put it onto the meat. I flavoured it with salt, pepper, garlic. And that was it. I don't put Tony's on because I have 2 boys with Crohn's disease, as well as Levi having diabetes type 1. He's also got Crohn's disease. But Kafir Hunter has Crohn's disease worse than his brother. He could go onto a colostomy bag. But his surgery he had last week came back negative. So we're just going to see how long you can go. We're not wearing one. So, I don't put no spices then in my pasta no more. I don't put a little bit of Creole. So it's salt, pepper, garlic powder. And I mixed it all in. Then I cling film it, put it into the fridge when it's cooled down. And then I did the pasta yesterday, and then I put two big pans of the meats, because the pasta goes into 2 medium, so it fits in there. So the 2 big pans were used for the meats, and then I add the sauce. I do not do the spaghetti sauce until the day I'm cooking the pasta. So yesterday I did the spaghetti sauce and the pasta with the meat mixed in. So I rewarmed the meat, and I only make it where the sauce is hot and it's just nice and bubbly. And I take it off the burner, I turn it off, and then I finish doing the pasta, which is like 2 minutes extra, and then we sit down. And I said, okay, this batch and this batch is for tomorrow. So I'm not cooking on a Saturday, because I don't. Because it's Shabbat, you don't cook. You can eat it cold, you don't really want, you're not supposed to warm it up, but I do, kind of. I warm it up in a microwave, I cheat, because I can't eat my food cold. So today I'm just going to have a sandwich for lunch. But I've just eaten cereal at midday. I've been on with you for 1 hour and 22 minutes. But I paused you at 12:30. And I finished eating my cereal, which I didn't eat it all. I showed you outside. Then I kept pausing, coming back, pausing, coming back. So all in all, I would have been on 1 hour and 40 minutes. So almost 2 hours, really, if I didn't pause nothing. So, yeah. You still there? You still sitting on my knee? She's cute. I don't know. I feel so bad because I haven't bonded with her. I feel so bad. Like, what kind of person are you if you bought this doll, but you haven't bonded with it when you got it? I don't want to put a pacifier against her mouth because I don't want to take away these goofy teeth. She's just doing what I used to do. And that's how I looked as a little kid. And that's how Kefir looks. Same nose, same mouth, teeth, same expression. Hunter's got bigger eyes because he's Kefir Hunter. His dad uses Hunter more than his first name, and I use Kefir. I do live with a man who's anti-Semitic. He does not like Jews. He knew I was a Jew. He married me as a Jew. He said, I will not, go to your faith. I said, you don't have to. It's called interfaith. You don't have to change for me. And he said, okay, fair enough. We'll go ahead with the marriage then. I don't have to change. I said, you don't have to change. It's called interfaith. And a lot of interfaiths really get along. But no, it can be cruel sometimes with me. And then next minute it can be funny and then cruel, and I'm like, stop flip-flopping. You're giving me whiplash. And I've said it to him. I said, will you quit? You're giving me whiplash. And he said, what do you mean? I said, 1 minute you're cruel to me, next minute you're joking around. You're giving me whiplash. Lately, he hasn't been too bad. I can actually get along with him. I can get, he's being goofy, redneck, butthole, but that's him. I can handle that. I can handle the redneck butthole, because that's how he was before we got married. And then he started from October. It was October the 30th. Is when he started getting mean with me. Excuse me. When he started getting mean with me. And I said, you're going to stop that. I don't play. And that's what I said to him the first time, and then it just carried on. But yeah, he can be very, very cruel if he wants to be with me. But it doesn't last long. He can be cruel for a day, and then he's back to being goofy, smart Alec. Tinkerbell, did you fart? Oh my goodness, doggy's farts stink bad. No, Mimo. Mama, that stinks. Oh my goodness, girl. Go change your diaper. Go to toilet, Tink. Go to the toilet. I do walk in the street, but because I can't walk, but I've still got that drop foot. It's not as bad as it were. I take the stroller. I think I'll take her out for the ride. You want to go, Alaina? You want to take the doggy for a walk? Not yet. 6:30 is when I take you for a walk. I take you for a walk at 6:30 in the morning and then 6:30 at night. The rest of the time you go into the backyard. She doesn't mess in my backyard. The other one does. Because he won't go on a leash. Because of the trauma he went through. So he must have been beaten by his owner. But she'll go on a leash and she'll walk and she'll mess, and I carry 2 bags with me, maybe 3. Wow, someone's backfiring in the car. No, that's not a gun. You're okay, it's just a car backfiring. There has been a lot of shootings though on Fairfield. And we're not far from Fairfield, and neither is my synagogue. That's not a gun, that was just a car backfiring. How do I know? It's because I used to be in the British non-televised rally. It was just the British rally. Nothing else, no one else. We did have foreigners, but it never got televised, it never left Britain. I have been a rally driver in the British non-con. It's called competitive, but it's not televised. And I know what it sounds like when a car backfires. And that car was backfiring quite a bit. So yeah. Plus your car also backfires if it's breaking down too. So it's like, you win, you lose, you know? Yep. My Ford Escort. This is me being in Britain. My Ford Escort, it was red. But because of the sun, it went orange. Kind of orangey, pinky, yucky colour. It's keep it long. Because it backfired like that, and I said, why is it doing that? It doesn't have turbo. It doesn't have anything that's going to backfire my car. The exhaust is fine, it's just past its MOT. Yeah. It backfired 4 times and it stopped dead. Would not crank, would not do anything. I called RAC. I said, my car backfired and now it won't move, won't start. They came out. We've got to tow you away. Okay, this is going to be like $300 maybe. They carried it, they towed me away. This was 1998, I was 18, they towed it away. This was my first car. Because I got a Kawasaki motorcycle, 100cc. My dad told me to take it back and he bought me a car instead. I was 18, but car backfired 4 times, stopped, dead, nothing. and it was a second-hand car. It was from a friend, and it just backfired because you're 17 when you learn to drive in Britain, if you've got the money. If not, then you'll never learn to drive. So yes, I can drive. I can also drive people crazy or up the wall. I can drive people up the wall. Especially when my ADHD kicks in. I am so hyper. I'll have to video myself when my ADHD kicks in. I'm not I don't have no medical pills to take. I'm not medicated. I dance, sing, go hyper, but I'm not a bad hyper. I'm not a hungry hyper. I'm just a giddy. I look like a teenager having fun, but I'm far from a teenager now. I mean, I'm 46, so I'm not a teenager no more. But my body, my mind, sometimes giggles. I dance, I sing. If Ricky says something, I say, yeah, but you love me really, on top of my voice. I did it the other day in Walmart. And this woman said, shout it louder, they didn't hear you. And I laughed, and she stopped and spoke to me. She says, you are so fun. She said, there's never going to be a dull moment with you. And Ricky said, no, there ain't. I've got to put up with it. So, yeah, once my ADHD kicks in, I'll video myself. So yeah, kind of fun and annoying at the same time. Well, I'm gonna go because I have been on 1 hour and 31 minutes. I would have been on 2 hours by now, so I'm gonna go. So it's goodbye from Alaina, goodbye from Shani, and goodbye from Leah. Sorry, I made you dizzy. I don't mean to. And it's goodbye from Tinky Winky. She actually called Tinkerbell. I didn't call her Tinkerbell, so I call her Tink or Tinky Winky. I don't like Teletubbies either. So I'm going to go. So I'm going to say, what is that? Ooh. I just found this in the stroller. Mardi Gras. That's going to go to Australia. That's going to go to my friend in Australia who's a silicone mama. So I'm going to send them to her in Australia, New South Wales. She's adorable. I mean, I love her content and she's so fun. She's like me. She's straight to the point. She doesn't, sugarcoat nothing. So she's like me. Straight laced. You get what you get. You get what you're given. You get who I am. So I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. I think that's the only thing I can drink. I drank it yesterday. Love you. Bye.